Good evening, I'm Jeff Koinang, and this is Jeff Koinang Live. And if it's Thursday, it's all about inspiration. But tonight, we're going to add a bit of laughter to the inspiration because of two young men who have done extremely well when it comes to comedy. In fact, they are no doubt considered the kings of comedy when it comes to Kenya. And this weekend, they're having a special show. I'll tease it right from the start. I'll show you the poster before I go to them. They're having a special show at the Intercontinental Hotel where it's considered an A-list of all the comedians in town. They're inviting you all to come and hang out with them on Valentine's Day. They're calling it Love and Laughter. Tell us more about it in a few minutes. And also tell us about the dogs in that poster. First up, a man got his first big break on this popular show, Papa Shirandula. He was supposed to be on for just one episode, but he was so good, they kept calling him back over and over again. The rest, as they say, is history. He was a star, one of the stars on Kiss FM in the morning before he left to go to the hottest, according to him, radio show in town, Radio Maisha, as in Team Maisha Asubui. His real name is Felix, with a PH, Oduor, or Oduor, depending on where you come from. But everybody calls him Jalango. He's on the far right. The man in the middle actually watched his first TV program when he was in college. He'll tell us about that. He first saw Churchill, his biggest mentor, on YouTube. He didn't even know what YouTube was. He ended up on the radio, took over from Jalango, by the way, and became a star in his own right. He's still at Kiss FM, but no longer in the morning, but on the afternoon drive. Both these young men are regular MCs at big gigs around town. They are funny, they're good, they're talented. But what I'm trying to tell you, bottom line, they have come from far. Wametokambali, see him?
Wametokambali.
Jalango, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Chipukizi, Vincent Mwasia is your name.
Wachana na Kiswahili kabisa.
Kabisa.
Just
no, come on, wacha nijaribu tu.
Unachoma picha.
Twitter handle, Jalas?
At Jalango mwenyewe.
At Chipukizi Vinny.
Vinny as in Vincent.
Yes.
At Koinang Jeff, the hashtag is JKL. Gentlemen, how did you two meet?
Wow. How did we meet? Maybe he can say it. This guy kept on looking for me at my office. I already had an office then. So
but you don't say.
I don't say.
No, you just whisper.
You know, Luo's with office is a default setting. You see, even a Luo who is just cutting trees somewhere, and a Jita branch manager. So, you see, what happened? They used to look for me. Everybody would come to my office and tell me, "Guy, I'm funny. Give me a chance." You see? Then I would drag him. One day, I dragged him to one of my corporate functions. I think it was Tetra Pak India party. And I told him, today you will not perform. Watch the way I perform. Then, but I paid you, right?
I
paid this guy. There's no ever show that I ever called him that. Sometimes he never performed, just because he was there sitting out there in the cold watching me perform. I would still pay him. Yes.
Let me tell you what happened. I met, you know these celebrities, how they are now. You know yourself.
No, I don't know.
You know yourself.
Now you know yourself. You are the one. Okay. How are you?
So I met with Jalango.
Yes.
Because I wanted to do something. I knew that I had something in me. I wanted a platform where I can perform, where I can tell jokes. Then I told him, Jalango, I'm funny. Give me a chance. Give me a show. He thought that I was going to beg for a photo. So of course he was like, "Hey, tongea nakukol. Hauna namba yangu ni 07." So I kept on pushing him. Since one day he told me, "How funny are you? I've never seen you anywhere. Tell me a joke." Then I told him a joke, which he stole from that day.
What was the joke?
The joke was...
I'm sorry, was that the punchline? Did I miss something already?
Okay. Here's the joke. Don't judge me, but this was my first joke.
Okay.
I told Jalango, so this pastor...
Okay, let's try. Okay, sema your joke is scare. All that time, what was I doing?
That time, Jalango is on his phone, he's texting. So I'm here. Just let's try easier. So kulikuwa na pastor, kuna pastor alikuwa anataka kuna pastor alikuwa anataka kuambia Masai waende kwa church yake waende awache ng'ombe aende kwa church yake ndio wahubiriwe. So Masai akauliza pastor, nikiwacha ng'ombe zangu hapa nani ataziangalia? Alafu pastor akamwambia wacha ng'ombe hapa, Mungu ataangalia ng'ombe zako. Kisha wakaenda church. Kwenda church, pastor kaanza kupreach akasema, I can feel the presence of God here. Mungu yuko na sisi hapa. Alafu Masai akamuuliza, hii ndio punchline, lazima usikie. Hii ndio punchline. Mungu akamuuliza Masai akamuuliza, kama Mungu yuko hapa, ng'ombe zangu amewachia nani?
Hebu sema hiyo joke tena. After I said that joke, I was on phone throughout, but listening to him though, so it was a very funny joke. Very funny joke. Yeah. You might not understand.
No. What was the punchline? I mean,
okay, the punchline.
No, it's okay.
It's okay. We'll deal with that later.
Maybe I was on the phone.
So I told him.
So you liked it?
I liked it.
Did you think he was funny?
I didn't think he was funny. I thought that the joke was really creative. Okay. You see, there are two kind of jokes: the one-liners and the jokes that you build to create a story. And I said, if this guy can build a story into a joke, now that would be somebody I can be able to work with. So each and every evening when I had my corporate events, I would drag him and tell him, you sit here, watch the way I perform. Then one day, I called him and told him, now, this is your chance, perform today.
Were you always funny, Chipukizi?
I don't know.
I didn't have a choice but to be funny.
No, growing up, uko Ukambani, uko Muliko, uko, kunaitwaje?
Kunaitwa Tala. Tala, Ngolone, Tala. I was funny. Let me tell you, there was a time I was supposed to be expelled from high school. I was not a bad boy, but I was supposed to be expelled because I went to watch a Man U and national game. So the principal told me to explain why I was sorry, and I told him I'd love to explain this in front of everybody. That is a parade. So the principal came, gave his speech, and then he said, there is a boy who wants to explain as to why he sneaked out of school yesterday. So he used to call me Kimondio. That's why the name Kimondio came in. So Kimondio, come and explain. Then I came on stage, and then I made people laugh. Then the principal said, you're forgiven, young man.
What did you say?
I just told him that, principal, najua nilisneak, nikaenda kuona mpira. Na kuomba sana. And then I knelt down. It was not a joke, Jeff. It was a situation. Nikampiga magoti, nikamwambia, I'm so sorry. Forgive me. I'm like your son. Then he laughed.
He laughed at that?
Because he never used to laugh.
Watoto walicheka?
Everybody laughed because he was a serious man.
Yeah.
It's like seeing Jeff on a... It's like seeing you on a... It's like seeing you having
on Vioja Makamani.
On Vioja Makamani. Exactly.
You see, you laughed.
That was a popular show, man.
That's very big
We
show.
grew up watching that show.
Yes. I used to watch them when I was back in Homa Bay, and I used to think like one day...
Back in?
Homa Bay, where I grew up.
Oh, by the way, Senator Meshinda.
Moses Kajwang.
Congratulations.
You're their baba. So I used to watch people like Undia Kinyuka Kota, and I would think, when will one day I'd really would like to be like this guys one day.
Even before that, you guys were not born. There used to be people like Odorongongo. Do you remember him?
Yes, the late.
Mzee Pembe the late. I can remember him.
Amkatwende. There was a guy called Amkatwende.
Amkatwende Danger.
Yes.
Remember him?
I do.
Man.
Mzee Pembe, I remember him from his Kasuku TV advert. Ngumu Sana. One of the most popular.
With the story that you're having, I never had a chance to watch even Vioja Makamani.
Because there's no TV in that place.
Home, there was no TV. I grew up with no TV.
Who grew with a TV?
Kwani, where were you watching them?
Him, he grew with a TV. I used to pay to watch a TV.
Oh.
That's it.
Back at Shags.
Sasa na TV ngapi kwa nyumba?
He's laughing because he comes to my place at home.
And there's a TV in every room, right?
I don't in every room.
Yeah, almost.
From the car park. From the car park.
Ujaluo utakuua.
Iliniua ikanizika kitambo. Ni mazishi imebaki.
Jalango ana kitanda lakini ana TV kubwa.
Nalala juu ya TV.
So you get to, was it high school or college when you first heard about YouTube? Or
So when I finished high school,
Yeah.
it was in Ukambani. I had to come to Nairobi. I told my mom I need to go to Nairobi. She asked me where. I told her I don't know. So I came. When I came, I called. First of all, I used to lie to guys back in high school that I'm a born town. Guys, mimi mse wa umo. Wapi umo hapo kwa petrol station. So guys knew that I'm from Nairobi. So I called one of my best friend and told him, boss, ukweli wa mambo ni ati I'm not from Nairobi. I need a place to sleep. Like now, I'm in Nairobi with a bag. So the guy called me. I went to his place. I slept. And then, later things went well. I went to college. So college, I'm trying to study and guys are talking about Churchill. So, jana uliona Churchill show, kuna jama. So I'm like, who is Churchill? Now then, I was trying to learn computer because he had never seen computer. So I used to go to a cyber cafe, pay 10 bob, receive a mail, send them. I used to know that. At least I knew how to send and receive.
No, type na kidole.
Moja tu pole
You
pole
can't
tu.
know how to receive, you just receive.
You just receive.
Yes. If you know how to send, you will receive.
Yes.
This is my story. Can I? Thank you. So Jeff, I went to the cyber cafe and I told the guy, boss, YouTube please, YouTube.
Niweke YouTube.
Niweke YouTube.
Ni kama niweke KTN hapo.
So jamaa kaniwekea YouTube.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, Churchill please, Churchill live. It was Churchill. Then he typed. Then I saw Churchill. Wow, the guy used to come make people laugh. Guys laugh. And then I said, this guy is doing a great job. And then I told myself, I'll go and meet him and tell him, boss, you're doing a great job. Then I went to Carnival just to look for him. I don't know why I was looking for him, but I went. And I met with him, a very black guy, humble. I was like, boss, can I say hi? Then he was like, yeah. I said, Manze, you're doing a great job. And then he told me, you're the future. Go and talk to those guys and audition. I didn't have any jokes. So I went to the table. There was a table of Bob Nyanja and some two guys. And Victor Berry. The reason why I've mentioned Victor Berry is because I will never forget him. So I tell them, Churchill ameniambia I'm the future, na I need to audition. So they told me, tell us a joke. Then I told a bad joke. I can't remember it. Then after that, Victor Berry laughed. It was like, kijana, uko na talent ingine kama mbio, kukimbia, boxing, comedy, what? And that's how I kept on coming. I kept on coming to Victor. I said,
give up.
I said the day that I'll make Victor Berry laugh is the day that I'll give up. Then after like 2-3 months, he gave me a show. And that's it.
And
People
you did a what? A walk-on? Is this a Churchill, promoting young talent? Was it?
Yeah.
Were you funny that day?
Of course I was.
Huh?
Very funny. You know I'm funny naturally. Jeff, do you know that I'm funny?
No.
I'm funnier than Jalango.
Wait.
Yes.
Yeah, you're looking funny. You're looking funny. That one we agree.
Yeah.
But he can't beat me on one joke.
Cannot.
I just showed him the other day that, you just came the other day. Let me show you how this is done.
And?
Yeah, he agrees.
Ubaya wazee
He has gone back and because of this show,
Yes.
he has been rehearsing secretly.
Because of the Saturday show.
Yes, after what I did on Friday last week.
Boss.
So
But Jalas, let's go back to your career, because you know people think that what you've achieved is very easy, straightforward. Anyone can walk in and become a superstar like you are. Papa Shirandula.
Papa Shirandula.
You're a walk-on.
Yes. I really thank WW Waruru Washira, MD, Citizen. He called me and told me there's something that you really have to do for me. Say there's a role you're trying. You will come into this stage or this.
But how did WW, how did the coach find you?
Through Papa himself. You see, because they used to write the script.
But what were you doing then? What was your?
I was acting at the National Theatre doing set books.
Doing what?
Set books, high school set books. There's nowhere I've never traveled in this country. I've been in almost 90% of Kenyan high schools, performing on stages, just doing for them their set books. Yes.
So you're called on Papa?
I'm called on Papa, and we are supposed to appear there like Will Brothers. We've come to pick the bride prize from Papa. And I told Otoyo, who is my best friend, I told him, boss, this is what we've been waiting. This one chance, this is what we've been waiting. if we don't make the best of it, even God himself will not forgive us. We were supposed to appear on one episode, you see, and when the cameras rolled, we outdid ourselves. We did everything we could do. We lied down, we cried, we did everything. And they had to change the script.
It worked.
Hey, they had to change the script and say Jalango and Otoyo are still stuck in Nairobi somewhere. When guys were going back, they jumped off the window to keep us in the script. And later, we almost made Papa Shirandula became Jalasa to Shirandula. We always gave our all, you see, not looking back and thinking where we used to act from frustration and pain. So we'd always give it our all.
They were not acting, it was real.
It was real. It was real. If you're acting about Kibera, it's real. You are in Kibera then. You see, a place like Kibera, if you haven't paid your rent, they don't add a padlock to your door.
No.
They take off the roof. You see. So you come from your hustle, you see, in Kibera.
Yes.
You know, you can't come and walk into the house. Then you look, do I have a roof or do I do that? So you cook, you do everything. Then the first position of a hustler to sleep ni hapa.
Unaona Mungu.
Hapo hey. Leo ni 3D. I'm telling you. So we used to act out of frustration and what experiences what we are going through. And I told Otto, let's not give up. Let's not give up. Let's give it our all. And each and every day we grew and made the brand look bigger.
Were you doing other things on the side, or was
of course,
were you not concentrating?
In Nairobi, you can't just do one thing. See, in Nairobi we have two people. Watu wamekuja kutafuta kazi na watu wamekuja kutafuta pesa. Ukikuja kutafuta kazi utatafuta sana. Kuja kutafuta pesa, you accept anything that comes your way.
Yes.
Whether it's construction, whether ni mtaro fulani iko pali, anything that comes that can add your coin.
What was the toughest thing you ever did?
The toughest thing that I've ever did was at Orbit, Wrigley's. Ilikuwa ni kupanga Orbit ndani ya
ile chewing gum ile Orbit.
Ndio. Hiyo.
Ndani ya carton.
Kwa carton ulikuwa unapanga 500 unaingiza 500
unakula
no wawezi kula, muhindi atakuua wewe. So hii unapanga you see, kila box ni 2 bob ukipanga. Kuna wakamba wakina hawa huko wamezoea kishika hivi anajua ameshika 500 hivi. Hapa industrial area tu baba dogo. See? So the whole day.
So that was tough.
The whole day.
How much would you make?
9 shillings.
A day.
An hour?
Because I didn't know how to hold 500 pieces at a go.
Yes.
So the whole day I only did like 7 boxes.
2 times 7?
Yes.
14.
That was around 14 shillings. I have never gone back there again. I don't think even they knew I was ever there. That's the toughest job I've ever done.
Toughest thing you ever did?
This one is tough. Now, we used to dig ground back in Ukambani and in Nairobi. Now, there was a guy who was thinking that he can become an MP at our area. So he decided that he's going to pipe everybody's house. So he said that I need young people with energy and, you know, somebody who can dig the ground. So what used to happen, you dig 1 foot down and then 200 meters, then you're given 50 bob. Okay? So for you to make like 300 shillings, you have to dig. It's Ukambani. Ukambani is very dry.
Correct.
So down here, there are stones. These are stones. Okay. So for you to dig 1 foot, first of all, it's a problem.
Correct.
Now, you have to make sure you can't start and stop. So the fact that you've started, you have to finish. You're 50 bob. So you dig 1 foot down. Like I remember there was a time my father found me digging at Shags. And he told me one thing that I'll never forget. And that's the day that I left Ukambani and came to Nairobi. He just passed by me and said,
That's your dad. You are digging.
I'm digging. He's just passing. Nilialibu pesa mwalibu dunia. Then I looked at him. Because when I saw him coming, I started digging with energy so that you can see at least my son is doing something.
Yes.
Kumbe, I'm not impressing him
at all.
Najua mzee akianza na ni mbaya.
When you look back, both of you, when you look back, do you say, do you like cry? Do you like say?
I do cry sometimes. I was telling Sleepy,
Sleepy the PA,
my PA,
or the handler.
Yeah, it's my handler.
Is his PA? Is my handler? Yes.
That sometimes there was a time I was driving
Hey.
Okay, I was walking home.
Driving.
There was a day I was driving home and it just hit me. I just started thinking of where I've come from.
Yes.
Then immediately I thought of, you know, what God has done to me in a span of less than 3 years. And I cried. I couldn't help.
Yeah.
I mean,
You need to alcohol, eh?
Jeff, is that a joke? That's a bad joke.
I look back and thank God for each and every thing that I've done. You know me, I've spoken to God the way we are talking. This way.
I want to talk about that after break, Jalango, because they say you didn't finish standard 8 or you didn't go past standard 8.
No. I'm a class 7 dropout.
You're Kizungote, bro.
Unacheka.
You're the valley.
The show is called Love and Laughter. And you host Larry
Madowo.
Madawa.
Madowo.
You're the host.
You're the host.
Larry, got nothing but love for you, man. You're the Kizungu, eh? Umelewa?
Umesema? You got nothing but love, man.
At Jalango Mwenyewe, at Chipukizi Vinny, at Koinang Jeff. The hashtag is JKL. I know you have plenty to ask these funny men. They are the kings of comedy here in Kenya. And I want to ask you guys also, why can't we have a Trevor Noah in this country? Do we have a Trevor Noah?
Yes, of course.
Who, Churchill?
No.
Wait.
Yes.
No, me.
Me.
Mimi, what
You're still learning.
As they debate who amongst them is Trevor Noah, JKL takes a break. We'll be back with plenty more. Plenty of funny stuff from the funny guys. Oh my! Whoa my!
Follow, I've got this problem.
After the break, back in a moment.